Hello guys, and welcome to another Burning Abyss deck profile. If you've watched my videos before, I've gotten a couple videos up of how I used to play the deck. If you're new, this is my latest deck build I've done so far. Also, I've changed the background. I actually got this pretty cool mat from my work, and it's not big enough to use for a deck mat. So I just started using this for my video profile. So if you see this background, it's most likely mine. Um, Also, I know I've been doing a lot of Burning Abyss deck profiles. I'm working on some Shaddolls right now, Elemental Heroes and Necros. So I'll be posting some videos up sometime in the future of those profiles. But for right now, it's just my Burning Abyss. I've been kind of stuck on this because I really want to make this like a really good Burning Abyss deck that it's not like a normal build. So let me get into it. Let me show you what I'm kind of doing now. This is if you're looking to build a new Burning Abyss deck and you don't know anything about it, this is right here is what you need: 3 Graph, 3 Seer, and 3 Skarm. If you're building your deck and you don't know what to do 3 of each of these guys. This is a normal build. Um, I'm also doing 3 Farfa. I really like Farfa's ability, and I use it a lot. I was running 2. Well, I went from 1 to 2 to 3. So you can see how much I really like Farfa. So I had to add a third one just because her ability is really good. I'm doing 3 Calcab. I'm probably going to be cutting 1 Calcab and doing 2 Drighigs instead. But for right now, I'm doing the Calcab, just trying it out, having fun with it, just to see how well it's going to do. 2 Rubric. Probably going to go to a 3rd Rubric and do a 3rd Virgil, but just 2 Rubrics for right now. 2 Calcab, 1 Draghig, 1 Malakota, 1 Tour Guide from the Underworld, and 1 Obelisk the Tormentor. Um, I tried running 2 Obelisks in this deck, and really weirdly, it was really clumpy. Like I got after I drew 1 Obelisk, like usually when I get an Obelisk in my hand, I can usually summon within the next couple turns. Well, what happened was every time what would happen was I would draw 1 Obelisk, and then be like thinking in my head, oh hell yeah, I'd have 2 Burning Abyss in my hand, and it'll be only need the third one to get Obelisk out. Go to draw and get a second Obelisk, and then I'll just be in a dead stuck. Like I'd be just stuck, and I'd have to do a different move because I'm wide open or something stupid like that. So I'm only running 1, but it's surprisingly really good in this deck. Everybody kind of hates about how I run it, and with the Obelisk, like, oh, it doesn't match the theme. It's not a good setup. It's a dead card in your deck. It really ruins your deck. I have no problem with it. Like every time, like I get Obelisk out at least 2 times in a game, and usually I can take the win. So but it's everybody's a little bit different. But I do believe you should run Obelisk. It's given me no crap. So um, doing 3 Good and Evils. I'm gonna kind of go over why I'm doing 3 with 2 Cagnas. Is this is for Malakota. This is how I play it. If I get a Cagna will go to the graveyard. I'll send Good and Evil to the graveyard. Next turn comes around, I'll do the requirements needed for the Good and Evil searching abilities. Get either Good and Evil or Malakota. Bring into my hand. A lot of times, I usually draw my second Good and Evil, so I don't have to search for another one. But if it doesn't happen, I'll get another Cagna in my hand, get it to the graveyard. I'll send this Good and Evil to the graveyard. Wait 1 turn, banish it, do all the banishing requirements and stuff. Get a Good and Evil, and then ritual summon in the next turn after that. So that's usually how I play. That's why I'm kind of playing a little bit differently, and it's been working really well for me. I've had no problems. So 2 Dark Holes. 2 is really good in this deck. I wouldn't suggest doing 1. I'd do 2. one Lightning Vortex, and one Raigeki. I wish I can do 2 Raigekis and 2 Dark Holes, but you get what you get pretty much. So this is really good in this deck. One Foolish Burial, one Swords of Revealing Light, and one Gold Sarcophagus. One Pot of Duality. Pot of Duality, I really suggest running it in your deck, just because it seems to be a lifesaver for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just seems to be a lifesaver. Usually I'll be in kind of a weird bind, and I'll be like, okay, well, Pot of Duality. Get the 3 cards out and just look at them, and I'll usually have 2 out of 3. I usually have 2 really good cards that I really need. And then, you have to pick between one of the 2, but it really saves me, and I really suggest using it. The only downfall of this is the fact that you can't special summon that turn, but it's like whatever. Anyways, Burials from a Different Dimension. One Polymerization. I like this Polymerization instead of the one that Burning Abyss, just because you can polymerizate from your hand. I'm not sure on the one from the Burning Abyss card. I think it's only on the field, but I've just been running this just because I've been trying out Dante lately and just trying to get it the best way I can. I'm doing one Mass Change 2, one MST, one Monster Reincarnation, just to get the nice cards that you need back to your hand. Enemy Controller, Offerings to the Doomed, and that's all I have for my spells. My spells are pretty good. I like how it runs. It's pretty easy to run in your deck. And then for my traps, I'm only running 4 traps. I almost went trapless, but I figured a little bit of defense would be nice. 1 Magical Cylinder, Near Force, Bottomless, and Fire Lake. A lot of people tell me to run 3. A lot of people tell me to run 2. It's really cloggy. Like, every time I get one Fire Lake, a few turns later I'll get another Fire Lake, and they'll just be sitting on my field, and I won't be able to use them. So I only run 1. It's just in case. I do sideboard a second one, but it's more there just in case. But I really want to take it on my sideboard just because I never use it. But that's a 45 card deck. And then here, let's get to our side deck. 2 Virgils. I want to go to a 3rd Rubric and a 3rd Virgil maybe one day, but 2's been doing me pretty well so far. 1 Dante Pilgrim in the Burning Abyss. I'm only running 1 just because I don't really care for his effect. I do like that he's a 2800, but that's really it. And I'd rather run other stuff in my side deck. So I'm only running 1. And I'm doing 1 Masked Hero Dark Claw and 1 Masked Hero Inky. I'm sure you noticed I'm only running 1 Mass Change 2. That's because I don't want it to clog up in my deck, first off. And if it gets to my hand, there's 2 ways I can use it. I either use it, if somebody's playing Necros, I'll use Dark Law, or something like a deck sort of like that. Or if it's got a beat down deck or just have really heavy monsters, I'm going to go with Mass Changed Inky, because I can attack their life points directly, and he's a 2800. So there's 2 different ways you can use it, and that's why I have both Inky and Dark Law. In this deck build, I am not using Dante. I'm using 3 number 17s. And the reason is because my whole deck has a strategy throughout it, and with Dante, it fucks my strategy. It just dumps shit into the graveyard that I really wish I could have had to my hand. This guy, he's 2000 attack. Once he detaches, he gets an extra 500, so he'll make him 2500. If he detaches his second material, he'll go to 3000, but he cannot attack life points directly. I usually, depending on what deck, like what's going on the field, I usually only do 2500, and I'll just hit their life points directly and stuff like that. But if they got really strong monsters out, I'll go 3,000 and just kind of destroy their monsters as it goes. But this has definitely been a lot better. It's been more fluent in my deck than Dante. It just kind of works better, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of people are gonna hate on me and be like, "You need Dante, you need Dante," but I just kind of like playing it differently. It's just kind of fun. It's kind of new. It's not like everybody else's deck build. I'm also doing number 20. Livla Ignis, Battle Cruiser, Triage Livra, Wind Up Zimmons, Downer Magician, and Leva the Sea Dragon. That is all my side deck. Um, and this deck has been running really well. Like I said, I'm gonna probably do a couple different changes, but for now, this is pretty much it. Like I said, run Obelisk. Like he's he's the MVP. Um, Usually when I get him out, that's game. Like there's nobody can really stop you unless they Dark Hole him. That's about it. But other than that, this deck runs so well. Um, but yeah, like leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and you guys have a great day.